Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Jillian. This is Kingsley. Today I'm bringing you a story time. Yes, that's right, a story time. This story time takes place last November. I know we're in August, and I'm talking about a story that happened last November, but hear me out. This is the first time I took an Uber and it didn't go so well. Yeah. It didn't go as planned, let's just say. So let's hop right into this video. So this story takes place November 4th of 2017, last year. Now, it all starts off when me and my sister-in-law were going to go see Britney Spears. Now, her and my brother got me Britney Spears tickets for my birthday because, hello, it's Britney Spears in Vegas, and they know I'm, like, obsessed with her since I've been, like, the second grade. So that was my birthday present. So, her and I were going to see Britney Spears. So, she downloads the Uber app because her and I never been to Vegas before. We don't know how to get anywhere, okay? We were at the Mirage, and we had to get all the way to Planet Hollywood, where Britney was performing. So she downloads the Uber app, she makes herself an account, and she's like, okay, well, according to our account, our Uber's gonna be outside in like 5 minutes. Good, great. I was ready, she was ready, so we just had to meet him outside of the lobby. So we're waiting there, and there's two cars, but I guess in the Uber app it tells you what kind of car is pulling up and the name of the driver, the name of the license plate, excuse me. So we're sitting outside and we're talking amongst each other, and all of a sudden this car pulls up. And we're both looking at each other like, is that the car? We're not sure. So she goes back in her app and she's looking at the car description, and it turns out it is the car. So a big no-no for Uber, which I realize now, is you should always go up to the window and ask who they're picking up for. Now, being this was our first time, we did not do that. She went up to the window and she said, hi, are you picking up for? And she says her name. And he is like, yeah. So, okay, cool. So we both hop into the back seat and we're on our way to Britney Spears, Planet Hollywood. And we're just talking amongst ourselves. The Uber driver's not making conversation. He doesn't have the radio on. It's fairly quiet. So we're just going along our business. I don't know how long the ride's going to be. She don't know how long the ride's going to be. So we're just talking. And all of a sudden, as we're talking, the guy slams on his brakes. And we're like, what the heck was that? And he just looks up in his rearview mirror and goes, my bad. Okay. Alright. So we just brushed it off because he wasn't paying attention. I slammed and hit the car in front of us. Cool. So again, we're talking, and I'm like just going on and on, like how I'm so excited, and I wonder what song she's gonna play, like this is gonna be so dope. All of a sudden, you can see the billboards up ahead. You can see like Planet Hollywood's getting close because there's Britney Spears billboards everywhere. And if anybody's been to Vegas, the Strip, like lights everywhere, hotels, like it's like the city that never sleeps, even though that's New York, but you get where I'm going. So you can kind of see up ahead that it's almost there. So we're just chilling in the back seat. All of a sudden, this guy gets out of the straight ahead traffic we're in, takes a left, and starts going down side streets. And he's not saying anything. No, like heads up, no eye contact, nothing. He just turns the wheel, heads down this side street, and then all of a sudden this side street turns, like he goes down this ramp, and it's like the underground of like different hotels. And we're like, what the heck is going on? Like, we're both looking at each other like, you know. So I'm like, oh, you know, this looks unusual. And I can see that he's making eye contact with me in the rearview mirror. So he keeps looking up, like, he's driving, he's like, looking up. And I'm looking at him like, do you want to give us a heads up? Like, what the heck's going on? You know, this is my first Uber ride, and here I am. This is my first experience. Like, hello. So, it's like legit crickets in the car. You hear nothing. Me and her are not saying anything. He's definitely not saying anything. And he's just going down, like it's like an alleyway. And like you see like these big trucks parked under where we are. Like it looks like a distribution center all of a sudden. Like these big trucks. And he's going slower and slower through the turns and through the bends. And finally I'm like, oh, are we taking a different road or something? Like what's going on? And then he goes, oh yeah, I wanted to bypass all the traffic and get you there quicker, so I took back roads. You'll be there soon. That's literally how he said it, like so monotone, nothing, like, so me and my sister-in-law are like looking at each other like, is this guy for real? Like, I literally thought, this is it. This is the end. I'm not going to be able to see Britney Spears. Like, is somebody going to find me? Or is my mom going to figure out where I am? Like, what the heck is going on? So, me and her are just, like, giving each other the eyes, like who's going to say something next? Because I just said something. So, we just sat back and didn't say a word, and we were just praying that he got us there, because this guy was not saying a word, you know, and every time we said something to him, he would either ignore us or just like talk really low like this, and I'm like, this guy, like, you shouldn't be an Uber driver. So like 3-4 minutes pass, even though it feels like an eternity, and we finally get to our destination, and it's legit the under place of the hotel. And he's like, okay, there you go. And he just stops. Like not have a good time, you know, enjoy the show, nothing. He just stops and we're like, okay, thanks. So we get out of the car and he just sped off like he had somewhere else to be, and he was annoyed that he picked us up in the first place. And then we just enjoyed our time, enjoyed our show. And then the horrible Uber story turned out to be a fantastic one by this woman that picked us up at the end of the night. And she was such a doll. I wish I knew her name. I don't know if you can backtrack an Uber. If somebody knows, please let me know, because I'd love to send her a letter. But she was such a joy. And it turns out that, you know, when she was picking us up, she asked us what show we saw. And we said Britney Spears. And she goes, you know, of all the Vegas shows that I've seen, like performers, she said that Britney Spears was the best one she's ever seen. Like, she said she's seen Mariah, you know, she was going to see J-Lo, and she said Britney Spears puts on a fantastic show, even though she doesn't sing live, which all of us Britney fans know that. It's okay. So, but anyway, she was telling us a story, which breaks my heart thinking about, and I'm going to try not to cry. Wow, this video just took a big turn. Okay, let's get it together. She was telling us a story how she was working the night of the Vegas shooting, and at first she didn't know what happened because she was working on the other side of the town, the strip. And, you know, her phone was being blown up with all these people needing rides. And she head down there and she saw that it was chaotic. She said, you know, people were running in the streets. When she realized what was happening, wow, Kingsley. When she realized what was happening, she didn't want to charge anybody for rides, obviously, for obvious reasons. And she was just, you know, working all night like this to get people to hotels, to get people to hospitals, anywhere they needed to be. This lady was telling us, it's okay. This lady was telling us all she cared about was getting people to safety. And she said, you know, obviously people were injured. You know, her car was kind of getting messed up, but she didn't care. And, you know, it was just so sad. But, you know, this woman, she was like such an angel about it. And she was like, you know, I can't tell you how many people I helped out that night, but you know, just knowing that I helped people to safety is all that matters to me. And she said there was people, you know, she helped that either, you know, their friends or families didn't make it, or them personally, their injuries were just, you know, too much. And wow. Okay. I didn't think I was going to cry or get upset about this, but Jesus. Yeah. But anyway, she was just telling us this, and it was weird because when she was telling us this, like, which happened weeks prior, by the way, like, we were there in November, and then the shooting, pardon me, the Vegas stuff, Mom's okay, happened like 3-4 weeks before that, so this was all fresh. But she was such an angel, and she was just telling us all these heartfelt stories. And yeah, so I hope I can figure out who she is or write to her, because just hearing her out, it was such a beautiful story. So going back to a horrible Uber experience actually turned out great in the end, because, you know, this woman, you could tell she just had a beautiful soul, you know. Like, we went from talking about our concert and ourselves, and this being the first time we're in Vegas, and, you know, she was just talking to us the whole ride, and you could tell she was just genuine, you know. I don't know. I hope she's doing good wherever she is. So, wow, this video turned very emotional. I did not expect that at all. Wow, I'm sorry, guys. That's never happened to me before in the middle of talking. So I guess I'll just end it here, because I don't want this to become like a sobbing mess. So with that said, I guess I'm gonna go. I will catch you guys in my next video. Yeah. Thank you for watching, guys.